What is up, everyone? This is going to be my Diana jungle video, and I'm going to show you everything you need to know on how to play a Diana jungle. For starters, I'm going to be playing Diana in Diamond 3, Diamond 2 MMR. I'm going to be playing against a Briar jungle this game with a Camille top. We're going to have a Jace mid, so the reason I picked Diana, and we have a lot of AD in our comp, so having an AD mid always kind of like enables me to want to pick someone like the Diana. If Camille's walking up this way, I'll just hover a bit, but my goal is to start topside because I don't really want to start. I want to pat down this game because we have Jhin Pike versus Seraphine and versus Wei. So their bot lane champions are quite weak, and also pathing away from Mundo is much better. Pathing towards a Mundo, like pathing up, is generally not that good. So always pathing away from these sort of like tank lanes that are not really kill threat. So here I'm going to start Q level 1 and just start kiting back. Diana jungle, I think she's actually quite strong. She's a bit tricky to make her work. I think a lot of people, if you like Diana, I think she's in a really good spot. Should have no problem playing her. Here we're going to smite and use our auto attack. Start W level 2. You can start E as well. It depends. It's just kind of like up to you. And when you're playing Diana, you do want to play for full clear. So full clear is an extremely important thing that you want to play towards. You also want to kind of cycle your passive attack speed bonus that you're going to see me getting. As you see me farming, you notice that, okay, this passive attack speed after you cast spells is a very strong component of her clear. What makes her clear so quick and so strong is actually that. So here I'm going to save my spells, and we're going to just kind of use our abilities and just go over the wall like this. So here, Q angle, hit it all, jump in, E, and then wait a bit before you cast W. Usually I wait 3 autos. Try to keep my passive attack speed going a bit longer. Here I always kind of leech the next camp with my spells. And I just make sure that I'm in a position where I can just kind of capitalize. Or the camp is just really low. So we don't really like reset it. Like you reset the camp, it's very bad. So here I'm going to just finish it. And I'm going to save my spells for us to go on to the next camp. So here I'm going to Q and then E and then just go. Here we're going to watch Briar, who's very interesting flash. So Briar no flash, Briar doing something really crazy. You know what's really good about that is we see Briar's clear. So Briar's clear is actually, she cleared top side, level 3 on, and now she's probably going to be on her blue side. So what I'm going to do is actually either kill Briar on blue because she has no flash, or kill her on Gromp. So here we're just going to walk in, check blue, blue's down, she's probably on Gromp then. Gromp, okay, she's here. This is Q, but it's not a big deal. Let's stack up my passive. Remember that her E is down. We definitely can kill. Ooh, not bad. Not the best flash on me. I missed my Q flash. I thought the root actually landed, but overall, that's some good feisty fights. We like those. We like those a lot. So here, when you're itemizing, you usually want to go into like a Blasting Wand. Ideally, because Blasting Wand gives you the most AP. 45 compared to 25. 10 ability hit's not really that good. Honestly, I like attack speed more than the Codex buy. But here in this situation, we're pretty happy that when we get 2 assists, we full clear. While the Briar is 12 CS. It's extremely poor for the Briar. So we're very happy with that. So we're going to continue farming. And we're going to go back to where we started. So if I start top side, I go back to top side. Here I'm going to do the crab now. We're going to make sure. We're playing really safe. Like, I'm not going to cross. I know her top side's up. She might be there or not. But I don't really want to go for anything crazy. Like, you can let the Briar do all the bad plays, but you just have to focus on your plays, right? You have to focus on your clear. And a big thing is, a lot of it is just focusing on your jungle, right? Like your farm. People like this Briar being level 3, ganking, spam ganking, like the way she's playing is extremely volatile and extremely bad. So you don't want to be playing like that. It's just not good. And especially when you're playing your champion like Diana, for example, I want to be playing very, very conservative. I want to play around my farm. I want to play around my, my abilities, my R, right? I don't really have any CC. When I get 6, I'm going to have a bit more. But as I am now, I don't really have that much CC. So Orianna, the flash might be down. Jace might be able to all in here. I just want to cover because I think this could be a window where they go kind of crazy. So here, we're going to just get the play off. Here we're going to get the Briar too. Remember, watch out for Briar E. And then once you miss the Briar E, it's just pretty much free play. And sure, like I said, okay, maybe ganking too much is bad, but that wasn't really a bad gank. That was a good gank because there really wasn't much I missed, right? Like I ganked while my farm was in a good spot. This Camille might come, but I'm going to get 6 off 1 grub, so it might be fine for me. So I'm not afraid of Camille. But I'm afraid of Camille and Briar, so I have to watch out with that. Here I'm just always cycling my spells. If you hit the Moonlight passive, the Q, I mean, you just have an extra dash, which is extremely important when playing the Diana. Here I think this guy might R. He might all in. But if he doesn't all in, then I have nothing. Level 4 Briar, it's not something you should be afraid of. But also something we can easily just capitalize on. There, I show no fear. I R right away because Camille used R, right? I mean, I just want to go on the Camille ASAP. I could trace the Briar, but if the Camille is attacking, it's very difficult to ignore the Camille. Like, I just can't ignore the Camille. Here, let's see if her Krugs are up. She actually did clear her Krugs, surprisingly. That's something I thought this Briar wouldn't do. This Briar isn't... Everything you shouldn't be doing is what this Briar is doing. So, what this Briar, first of all, shouldn't be spam ganking lanes for no reason. She shouldn't be doubling down when she fails a gank to just to go back and gank and die again. Like, it's extremely bad. Dying, going back on the map, dying again as a jungler, worst thing you can do. Try not to do that. Me, I had 1 death, but the death was a very good play that I did after full clearing, right? Really play around the full clear. Like, if you full cleared, it's okay to die after you full clear. Like, if this Briar full cleared and then she died, I wouldn't even say she's in a bad spot, right? She did her job, right? Like, full clearing should be your job on some champions that are designed around, you know, really full clearing. Once you finish your job, you have free time to do whatever you want. If you want to go run it down and a gank afterwards, that's fine. But you just have to play to get that initial full clear. But as the game progresses, you know, your game plan can change a bit. You can adjust a bit. But I always kind of keep the same concept of, you know, try to clear one side of the jungle before you want to do something aggressive so you don't really hurt and punish yourself really hard. And also don't do what the Briar is doing. So everything you see the Briar do, ignore. Do the opposite and you will succeed. So here, now I already got the Void Grubs, right? So what's left on the map? It's the objectives, the dragon. So I want to get the dragon. But Pyke just base. So I think, okay, let me wait for Pyke to come back. Mid is sort of missing, so I do want to be a bit worried about that. But Crab is up, so I'm going to do Crab in the meantime. I think I'm strong enough that if Briar comes as well, I'm not too scared. So I'm just going to do this for now. And after that, I can think, okay, do I want to start Dragon or do I want to go for a game? Because I think I'm extremely strong, I don't mind just starting Dragon. Jace basing, a bit risky, but I'm just extremely strong. We have a completed Nashers before literally anyone else has a single item. So that's a quick dragon. Quick. It's a quickie. From here, you decide on how you want to play the map. So do I want to go for like aggressive plays bot side? I think we could dive bot. It may seem very aggressive. I also think it's not that crazy. But I also could just base and try to play for the second rotation of Void Webs. But because I want to kind of break a broken ball lane, like I do want to fight ball here. I think it's fine. I just want to get the party going, you know what I mean? So here we always check camps. If Gromp is up, then there's a possibility Briar could be here. There I'm just waiting for my next rotation of my QE. What you saw right there, the play was actually Q flashed into an E, which directly hits. And then from there, actually I'm going to go into I didn't really touch on the build. So for builds, you have a few options. You can go, you know, I like Nashers into like Def Cap or into Zhonya's with Sork boots by if you're solo AP. Otherwise, you can go into like other boots too, sometimes in Merc Trez. But ideally, you're going as much damage as possible. And I like to just get into Zhonya's or Def Cap and just build. My build generally is sort of like that. This game, I probably can get away with, you know, I just had enough to buy a rod, so I just buy rods whenever I can. It can either upgrade into Zhonya's, or I can use it to upgrade into a Def Cap, which if I have enough money, yes. Def Cap second is extremely good. Lichbane is fine too if you want to go Lichbane first item. I don't like Lichbane second item. I'm Pike. I'm surprised she kills me there. That was my mistake though. I don't know why I E'd there. I could have killed. My R was still down a bit. I'm coming back from base, so I think I wouldn't say I'm tilted, but I'm also mad that Camille did that. So because I'm mad, I want to kill Camille. What I'm gonna do is go up and lane gank. So if Camille uses E like this, then we can just kill. She's also a clown for what she just did. I didn't get the kill, so I'm kind of disappointed. Also, I can break top tower here. Once you get 6 Void Grubs, Diana is extremely good at split pushing. I would say Diana is like a split push champion, where you're just really good at breaking towers. Like if you ever feel like maybe we're not good at team fighting, you should always just go and start to split push, and you can see how fast you can get towers, especially with Void Grubs. And yes, I do want to do something about this Camille, but I don't think I'm going to kill her now. I want to see if Briar is here. She spotted me, so that's unfortunate. Oriana's going to walk in next, but Oriana might be killable. See, Camille's moving with the Briar because Camille's a little dirty rat. Oriana, I could force plays. Like, I could go for some crazy stuff, but I mean, this game has just kind of become personal where I want to kill this Camille now. Ideally, I advise you guys just play to full clear, but sometimes one player disrespects you in a way that you really cannot forgive them. It's Camille. Absolutely. It's just not allowed. So here, you always wait for the champion. Damn it. Wait, she's just dead. What were they doing? Actually, that was kind of weird. I thought I pressed E there. I feel like I might have got stuck on the wall or something weird. Because my E was casted, but I didn't go anywhere. Weird. Anyways, keep slow shooting, keep making money. Cash rules everything. If you play like this, it's all about money, man. You should migrate wherever the economy goes. Like if there's more jungle camps here, I move with the jungle. So Diana's a really heavy income champion that you have to kind of play around. Okay. We take those. And just stand your ground. Whenever you're in a bad situation, just stand your ground. Fight to the bitter end. There's no victory if you just run away. History never remembers the cowards. They only remember the heroes. So every game you have to be a little greedy, low peg. If you don't play like that, you're really gonna miss out on winning games. And this is something I emphasize a lot on, is I try to explain to people you really gotta play like a greedy little rat sometimes. If you don't, then you're just missing out on a ton of potential plays. Here's where I'm gonna be really strong. Goal is like if you have a group base timers like this, you can go straight into Def Cap. Since I have Zhonya's next, I'll just go into an armor here and then we get pink. My boots buy is still the same, like Sork boots for sure this game. Maybe you could make a case for Merc but I'm not so concerned because I think our team is actually really, we're doing a really, like we're really ahead. So I think we're good here. I think this fight's going to be really good for me. So what I'm going to look for is just a simple Q into E combo. If I ever see a combo on the back line, sometimes I do Q flash that you'll see me and incorporate into our champion here. But here we see I still have my second E, whether if I want to dive or not. We see you actually. What occurred earlier was the Camille and Briar assassinated my lads, and this is not something I will stand by. Something that's utterly disrespectful. So here they're fighting. This is just our time. Avengers assemble. Very beautiful. Just flashy. Sometimes you're not going to be in range of Q flash. What you end up doing is just to you flash E and then you can hit them with a Q right after. There, I was afraid they're going to kill my boy Pike. I wasn't going to allow that. It's not happening, not on my watch. And I'm just extremely strong, so if I show you how strong I am, I mean, you wouldn't be able to contain yourself with how strong I am right now. Also, really important thing is objectives. Diana's extremely good around objectives, so you know, your game plan should revolve around objectives. You could solo Baron. You play for these kind of like Baron angles. There are going to be these windows where you could easily just rush Baron. And Diana is so good at that. So always want to play around that. Dragons. You do dragons extremely quick. And here we're going to go into our Zhonya's. Like I said, if you're behind, you can just go into Zhonya's. If you don't have the rod bases, don't go into Death Cap till third. And that's like usually how I build. Nashor's gives you a lot of fight angles, a lot of damage, a lot of... Zhonya is going to give you a lot of the survivability that you actually need. Here we're going to Q. Save my boy and let the Armageddon begin. I really hope they give us one more fight. Because I'm feeling. This Briar, I don't know why so many people build Assassin Briar when, first of all, like, Bruiser just wins you like 100 more games. Like, if you just win Cleaver Blade, this Briar would be like 100 times more useful. But I'm extremely strong. No R though. You just have to watch out for that. I'm gonna ward over a bit, see what's going on here. Very high damage. We have got the Samira, or sorry, Seraphine. Worth it. It's always worth it. I'm gonna have Seekers ready to go at any point. It's on site, Camille. The second I see Camille, she's done. I disrespected my life like that. But the game you want to close out in the situation, you do want to play for the Barons. Diana doing Baron is just so quick. But when you have the 6 Void Grubs, you could easily play. You could easily be playing around potentially just the split push angle. If I felt like my team fighting wasn't good, I could easily just transition into a heavy team fight play style. Here you can buy pink and go into blue. If you like blue or yellow trinkets, I advise. Red Sweeper, I think it's not that good right now. I just find yellow trinkets to be more useful in most situations, in my opinion. IMO. So here I'm going to just do the Gromp, and I do like one side of my jungle camp. I always try to do the Quadrant, one side of my jungle, and then I go aggressiveness. Here I think Jace will one-shot Briar, so I'm just going to pink the Baron. And honestly, I could just straight up do it too, just to show you how fast I can do it. Ooh. Obviously, the Baron does the 50% damage reduction buff. But even through that, you would still be able to solo it. And that's just the power of Diana if I wanted to. But once you have a champion like one damage dealer around, it's just completely free. The rest of the build would have been pretty standard. I would have got the Crypt Bloom Void Staff item. And I would have gone into like MR item or something like whatever I needed for the game. But I hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck in the game. Good luck on the climb. And I'll see you guys next time.